All right, this is number 21B. It's a specialty IPA. This is our black IPA. Kind of got off on the wrong foot with this one, like straight away. A black IPA is supposed to be a regular IPA, just dark in colour. This is not. This has roasty flavours, chocolatey flavours, coffee flavours, and that's all acceptable in a black IPA as long as it's not the dominating, characteristic. Whereas in this beer, it absolutely is. This is like a coffee chocolate roast beer with hop and and malt backbone. It is a black IPA. It's just to the extreme. Bit of a mistake on our part, but kind of how I would have preferred it anyway. I don't know. I don't really want just a dark IPA. I wanted a chocolatey coffee roasty IPA, which is what this is. So that's kind of good, but like probably a little bit out of style. The taste and what's going on here. It's lovely bitter. Well, not overly bitter, but it's got a lovely bitterness. That roast and that coffee come through really, really well. And look, the malt kind of hides a bit. Like not that it hides. The malt's kind of lost a bit to the roasty, coffee, chocolatey flavours. So I can see where that probably wasn't exactly how it was supposed to be. Fermented this at about 22 degrees. I love that Mangrove Jack's West Coast ale. So I use that a lot for my American style beers. I'll put links in the description to the recipe. So we've got like a brewer's friend page up. All of the recipes are kind of floating up there. So I'll put the links to that in the description. This was kegged as well, so normal 8-day, 10-day fermentation, cold crashed, kegged. So a little bit on the recipe. It's mainly Marisota with a bit of chocolate malt and a bit of black patent with some Warrior, Citra and Mosaic hops. I've gone through the yeast, the West Coast ale yeast. I'm a big fan of that one. So ABV 7.9%. SRM is a 43. I don't know if it is, but whatever. And the IBU is calculated out as a 61, which I've got no idea if the bitterness is actually a 61, but it's a fairly bitter beer that lingers. So very well could be. Now on the bitterness, you get it straight away, but a lot of that, it's not all hot bitterness. There's a lot from the roast of the malt and stuff. So it's got firm bitterness that lingers and lasts. But you still get like that IPA flavour come through, which is not really expected when I'm looking at the glass like this. I'd say this beer would be more for the crafty boys. Sorry, I can't see someone who's banging down Heinekens and Coronas to stretch to this. But like, why wouldn't they want to? Look at that lovely lacing, which tells about the quality of the malts and the cleanliness of the glass, really. So, Belgian lacing, that is. Just got a message. So it's a really, roasty, full in the mouth, bitter beer with, it's drinkable, but you probably couldn't do a session on these. This would be 2 or 3. It's a American black IPA, probably closer to a porter or even a stout than a black IPA. But it is what it is with this one. That's what the recipe got us. Don't know if I can compare it to another style. If I was going to compare it to anything, it'd probably be a porter, maybe even an imperial porter with that 8% ABV there. Look at that, the craft beer swirl comes through, and that lovely like brown head comes straight back. Red Little Beer this. So this is one of our homebrew challenge beers. I think this is the second one up on the website. The Homebrew Challenge is basically we're hacking through 120 beers, doing as many of the beers as we can, as fast as we can, kind of, just making sure that we hit all the styles right. I know that this is a bit out of style, but it's probably better than what I would want out of a black IPA, so we're keeping it in. Links to the other HBC recipes are down below as well, or they'll be in the same folder. And yeah, so give it a crack yourself. Tell me what you think, and see how far away I am from the. That's one of my little boys just making some noise. How are you, buddy? Hi. See how far away we got from the real deal, for those of you who know. So thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time.